film sucks ass! Sorry, I was just, trying to find the right way to word this. Anyway, this film fucking sucks ass, right? So basically what ended up happening was, me and my dog Dallas were pretty hyped to see this film, right? We're like, damn, man, this fucking shit look hype, it looks great, it's fucking awesome looking, right? Let's go fucking watch this, right? Because he came back in town, so we're like, fuck yeah, let's go watch this. We get my boy Zan, we get my boy Dallas, we go watch this film, right? We walk out and all of us were just like, that fucking sucked! So basically, what happens in this film, right? This film is basically Reject Death Note. That's basically what it is, right? So basically what happens is that we get these characters, right? We get these 3 characters, we get 2 white boys and a white girl, right? So I don't know their fucking names, right? So we're gonna fucking call the only girl fucking Amy, and then we're gonna call the white boys, we're gonna call them black hair and brown and blonde hair, because fucking hell, do we know their names? I don't fucking know their names. So for some reason, Black Hair decides, you know what, today's the day, because it's Halloween, today's the day where I'm going to shit into a bag, light it on fire, and throw it at some bullies. I know, we're going places with this story, let me tell you. And so he lights up the, shit-covered bag or whatever, throws into the bully's car. These bullies, we're led to assume, have been bullying these kids for some time. So he throws it in there, the bullies chase after them in cliche fashion. They start running through the woods, and they're like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. And then they start going to a drive-in movie theater. For those who don't know, basically a fucking tall-ass motherfucking projector. Basically, you watch it in your car. That's basically what it is. You watch the movie in your car. And they come across this brown dude who, hell if I know what his name is, so I'm gonna call him Carlos, right? So they go to Carlos's car, and they're like, yo, Carlos, do you mind, letting us in? And he's like, no, not really. And they're like, cool, let's get in. They get inside, they hide, bullies go away, blah, 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 blah. The girl starts to cry because of something the bully said about her mom, and we are spoon-fed information that basically says, oh yeah, her mother ran away, or left her when she was super young, and she blames herself. And it's like, why do I care? And so basically after that, the girl's like, after she's done crying, she just comes to this conclusion. I'm not joking, swear to God, this is literally how it goes. I swear to God. She goes to Carlos after she's done crying for 2 minutes and says this. Oh my gosh, do you want to go to a haunted house? And then he just looks at her because he wants pussy, and he's like, what the fuck did this come from? I understand it's Halloween, but motherfucker, you talking about random? I swear to God. And so they decide, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to this one house that has been told to be haunted because, we're fucking teenagers, and, this is Halloween, and this is apparently what teenagers do on Halloween, right? I have never seen a haunted house before, the one that they're talking about, because this is a fucking 2-story house, and I'm just like, hey man, I'm telling you, if a house looks like this, and apparently there's dead kids involved with this house, I'm sorry man, I'm not going there, I'm sorry, y'all could go in, I'll hang out outside. But the point is, these motherfuckers go inside, right? They're like, wow, this house is so fucking roomy. Well, Black Hair starts realizing, oh shit, there's something really suspicious about this house, because for some reason this house can kind of warp reality. And so he basically is thrown into the past for a sec for jumping into a closet, sort of like this is fucking Reject Narnia. And so when he gets into the closet, and he comes out of the closet, either way, when he comes out of the closet, he starts to realize, oh shit, this isn't my, basically this isn't where I was. This is the house when it was working, because this is an abandoned house by now. And the person that is back in this time period realizes he's in the closet. He's like, oh shit, let me close the door. And he goes back to his time period. And it's kind of weird because then he tries to convince them they need to leave. This is an emergency. They need to leave. Speed up a bit. And fucking Amy decides, you know what I'm going to do? In this house, there's a story told that basically that if you get the book of the ghost that lives here and you say, tell me a story, she will read you a story. Which is the lamest origin for a fucking ghost that I've ever heard, but... And so basically what ends up happening, she looks at the book and she's like, oh shit, this is written in blood. And somehow this isn't some kind of red flag, but instead the girl takes the book and whispers to the book saying, blah 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 blah, read me a story. Okay, cool, psh, let's leave. It seems kind of forced. It kind of seems sudden, because she's not provoked to read the fucking chant or whatever. She just does the chant for no reason, and doesn't really tell anyone about it, right? She kind of does it by herself, and it's kind of weird. It's like, okay, Did you want your friends to die? But either way, so the story commences and whatnot, right? And the first thing that happens is that this book has a story in it that's talking about one of the bullies, right? And basically, what ends up happening is the story comes true. And the bully basically gets stabbed by a scarecrow. Now, this fucking bully starts making a bunch of weird noises after he gets stabbed by the slowest moving scarecrow ever. And this is gonna become a trend in this fucking movie. Because I swear to God, the scarecrow's moving like this. I'm gonna get you soon, motherfucker. You're a jock from the football team, but I'm a scarecrow. I'm gonna catch up to you. But the point is, he catches up to him somehow. He catches up to him, and the scarecrow stabs him, right? He stabs him in the stomach. And the dude goes, like he pulls out the fucking thing that he stabbed him with, and the dude goes, and he starts walking around, right? And this is what he starts doing. He goes like this, and it's like, this goes on for like a minute and a half, and everyone in the fucking theater, all 5 people, keep in mind, 3 of us were me and my 2 dogs, we're sitting there, we're like, is this dude gonna cough up blood or throw up? And this dude goes, and it's like, dude, what the fuck? Just roll over and die already. But then this is when shit gets really fucking weird. Fucking, like, I don't know, what the fuck are scarecrows made out of? Fucking hay, I guess? Hay starts coming out of his mouth, and he slowly turns into a scarecrow, right? So at this rate, I'm here thinking like, okay, that doesn't make any sense, but alright, I guess this ghost can just warp reality on some level, but it's whatever. This is just gonna be brushed over, we're not gonna learn anything about her abilities and like the limits of her abilities, but it's whatever. Then the next death, they realize, oh shit, you know, this story with the fucking bully came true. They realize, hey, Blondie, you know, Blonde Boy, he's next in the book. And his story revolves around him eating body parts from a soup canister, right? And for some reason, this boy looks at a soup canister that his mom, because his mom is out for some reason. I don't know why she's out, but it's whatever. So the mom is out, and she says, oh, I didn't make that soup. And he's like, well, someone made the soup, but you know what? I guess since no one made it, I'm just gonna eat it. What? Like, are you fucking kidding me? You don't know who made this soup, but you're just gonna be like, ah, bon appetit, motherfucker, Chef Boyardee. So he starts eating from the soup, even though his friends tell him not to because there's body parts in it. And he doesn't believe them until he puts a fucking toe in his mouth. And so, just as they said, a fucking ghost saying, give me back my toe, nigga, starts coming out for him, right? So like, I'm about to rape your asshole, right? And so, he starts running into his room, and he starts trying to raise his window. Smart. Really fucking smart. Up until he does something really fucking stupid. And funny enough, this is kind of a trend in this movie, but basically he tries to open the window. For whatever reason, it doesn't open. So instead of grabbing one of the many things that he has in his room to fucking break that window and break that shit and get the fuck out of there, you know, the whole 9 yards, he decides, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hide underneath my bed from a being that is most likely a ghost or an intruder, whichever one you prefer. And I'm gonna hide under my bed because it's foolproof. No one's gonna expect me to be hiding underneath my bed when I ran into my room and the window's not open and the closet didn't sound like it opened. Huh, I'm a fucking genius. So he hides under the bed and he like fucking hears his door open. This is one of the stupidest parts of the film, because he decides, oh, the door just opened? I didn't see footsteps. That must mean no one came inside. And so he pokes his head out of the bed, tries to look on top of the bed, and it's like, dude, what the fuck are you doing? And then this is funny, because this is a jump scare that I saw coming. All the jump scares in this movie were pretty cliche. My friend Dallas didn't think so. And so when this jump scare happened, basically what happened was that there was a ghost underneath the bed, and she was like, nah, nigga, you coming with me to the underworld, motherfucker. I started like fucking pulling that motherfucker underneath the bed. She pulled him into the fucking wall, and he just vanished. I don't know where the fuck she took him. I guess he's just part of the fucking interior of the house now. I don't really fucking know. But the point is that like she pulls him. And so when that jump scare cliche noise comes up, my friend Dallas goes like this. Whoa! It was the funniest shit of the fucking film, let me tell you. So after Blonde Boy is, you know, fucking killed off, they're like, oh shit, the book is actually killing our friends, right? Well, basically what happens is that Black Hair Boy, for some reason or another, brings his sister to here, right? Keep in mind, his sister, the only time she's ever had involvement in this whole story is trying to get the kids out of the haunted house. That's the only involvement she's had. So to bring her to this, you know, a gang of friends and talk about the book kind of seemed out of place. And then that's exactly when you start thinking, oh, she's next. That is what it is. She's next. So basically what happens is that they don't believe it. They try to burn it. The book doesn't burn. Then the black hair boy, Carlos, and Amy all see the book writing itself. And they're like, oh shit, my sister's next. And so they run to go help her. And basically this is when you see the fucking zit, because this girl got bit by a spider at the haunted house. She gets like this fucking zit or fucking pus thing, and she tries to pop it, right? And as she's trying to pop it, I swear to God, she makes the most suggestive noises. And me and my boys are just looking at each other like, you kind of see where this is going, right? Because this girl, I swear to God, she's going like this. Oh, I swear to God, take her fucking clippings of her trying to pop that pimple and put it into like the fucking porn context. It's literally sounding like she's getting fucked. But hey, man, I don't think anyone was complaining too much about that part. But either way, so eventually she, you know, pops it. And a bunch of spiders come out or whatever, and the people come to save the day. Now, I don't exactly know how she was gonna die by the spiders or whatnot. I really don't know, because the guys come in and save her, you know, fucking Carlos, fucking Blackhair, and Amy all come and save her, and they're like, oh shit, you're safe, right? And they take her away to the hospital. We don't see her for some time. Then the next thing that happens is that these kids, for some reason, decide, hey, we're gonna go to a mental asylum, and we're gonna go there, and we're gonna go see if the ghost was a good person, right? And somehow, you know, even though the doctors say, you can't go back there, they're just like, oh, we can't go back there? Oh, that's cool. Don't worry about us, we're not going back there. And it's like, okay, this is really fucking stupid. And then, so basically, after they get back there, they find out the cliche shit of every fucking horror film. Oh, Lord, the fucking ghost isn't bad. She's just misunderstood. Oh, my Lord, go fuck yourself. So, after that whole shebang, that whole kaboffle, that whole 9 yards type shit, right? They're like, oh, shit, you know, this girl's gonna kill Blackhair now. And Blackhair's on the other side of the asylum, and for some reason, you know, he started getting scared because he's like, oh, there's a red room here. And instead of staying in the lobby, right, he decides to wander the asylum for no reason. And this is when he comes into contact with this obese-ass motherfucking white bitch. And she's got like this fucking no-neck looking ass self. It looks really fucking disgusting, to be honest. Not even creepy, just disgusting. Now, what ends up happening, right, is that he's like, oh shit, this ghost is directly right in front of me. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna be smart. I'm gonna go this way. Oh shit, she's down there too, somehow. Let me open this door. This door's not opening. Oh shit, let me go this way. Oh shit, she's over there. Oh shit, she's over there. Oh shit, she's over there. She's at every fucking exit. Now here's the thing. She's fucking slower than the Scarecrow. She goes like this. If you guys can't notice, I'm actually moving. This is her. So, instead of doing the smart thing, you know, which would be to run towards her and go around her because, you know, you could probably hit her and whatnot and run. Instead, he kind of just waits until she gets to him and she gives him a hug. And she kind of absorbs him into his fat. I mean, her fat, but the point is. And so basically, Carlos and Amy are both, you know, arrested or whatever by this cop that has it out for Carlos because for some reason, I guess they just don't like Mexicans. And so this entire fucking movie, this cop has been calling him a spick, a fucking, like, a dirty brown dodger, and shit like that, which I don't even know what the fuck that is. I'm brown, and I don't even know what half of these fucking insults he was giving him was. I know what spick is, but the point is, he's calling him this shit the entire fucking film. So he basically arrests him and puts him into a cell, just on the fucking notice that he's brown. And Amy's like, I'm not leaving him, so you're gonna have to put me in a cell too. And the cop's like, well, okay then, and puts them both into a cell. While they're both in a cell, the book starts writing itself inside of the fucking police department. He realizes, oh shit, it's writing itself, it wrote a story for me, and a fucking zombie comes down out of the chimney. For some reason, there's no other cops here during this time. I don't know why. I guess they all just decided to leave or go get some donuts. I don't know what the fuck they left for. But it's only that cop that's racist. And so this dude sees a zombie come out there. He's like, nah, motherfucker, you ain't coming for me today. Bam, 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 bam. Honest to God, that was really fucking funny. After the zombie just basically eats all the fucking bullets, the zombie forms. And instead of him running like a sane person would, he fucking just stands there and gets his neck snapped. The fastest death in the entire fucking film, and probably the only death that makes sense. But what ends up happening, right, is basically the zombie starts chasing them. They break free out of the cage, because of course they do. They're protagonists. They're the main characters. Of course they're going to break free out of the cell. They start running towards the house, and the girl goes inside the house, and she basically is told by Carlos, like, hey, I'll hold off the zombie somehow. You go and get, this fucking book back to the ghost. She runs back for the ghost, right? And she's like, hey, please understand, blah, 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 blah. We're not bad people. Why are you doing this? And basically the ghost throws her back in time, sort of, back to when, this girl was tormented by her family. Short story short, this girl was tormented by her family because her family poisoned water and started killing people. So they started torturing her, started leaving her in the fucking dungeon and shit that they have in their fucking house, because of course rich people just have dungeons, I guess. And then they threw her into a mental insane asylum until she died. Well, what ended up happening was that this girl, Amy, relives basically some of her traumatic moments until she's thrown into the cell and the ghost goes there. And this girl, I swear to God, it was so fucking stupid. This girl talks to the ghost and she's like, you realize what you're doing? These people were saying you were a monster. They said you were evil. If you kill us, you're just the monster that they said you were. You gotta let us go. Because you're gonna be a monster if you don't. I wanted to shoot myself when I was watching this scene, I'm not gonna fucking lie. And so after, this ghost just, this ghost has killed fucking kids for some time now, right? After she just hears this, Martin Luther King level speech, this fucking John F. Kennedy level speech, right? She's just so moved by this speech, right? So fucking moved by this speech given by a fucking 15-year-old, because she's killed tons of kids prior to this, but she's moved by this one's. And she's like, you know what? Okay, if you write my story in blood inside of this book, deal. So this girl, fucking stabs herself with the pen and writes it in blood or whatever. And the fucking girl's like, I'm gonna tell everyone your story. Just let me go. I'll write your story. I'm having an ugly face on for a reason, because this girl had an even uglier face during the scene, but the point is, the ghost is like, you know what? Okay, I'm out 85,000, my nigga. Peace! And so she leaves and fucking, gets Thanos snapped and turns to fucking dust, basically. And she goes like this. Like, I swear to God, it's the weirdest thing. I swear to God, this film has a lot of weird shit. Because it looks like the ghost is getting fucked from behind. Really fucking hardcore. Because she goes like this. It's like, why? So, after this ghost leaves, this girl fucking goes to her fucking school and gets an A+ for telling everyone that story. But a lot of people think it's fictitious, and I'm just here like, why did you publish it in your school? That's not gonna get widespread news coverage. But it's whatever. So after this whole thing is said and done, right? Carlos leaves to fucking Narnia. I don't know where the fuck he goes off to. He just leaves. Keep in mind, Carlos and fucking Amy were supposed to be, I guess, the love couple of the story, but they didn't have any fucking chemistry, that's for fucking sure. And so, Carlos fucking leaves. I don't know where the fuck he leaves to. But Amy decides that what she's going to do is she's going to legit abduct Black Hair Boy's sister, and she's gonna go with her dad into, this random fucking road, and they're just gonna drive, right? They're gonna drive. They literally abducted someone else's daughter without any permission, because there's not any indication that they asked for permission. They just abduct her because she was involved in this fucking film, right? They abduct her, and they give the cliche dialogue of, I know my friends are still out there. We just have to be able to bring them back. There's a way to bring them back, and I know it's inside of the book. And don't worry, we'll find it. basically just sequel baiting, basically just saying, hey, if you guys don't watch this fucking film, you guys are not gonna be able to, get rid of this fucking cliffhanger. And I'm just here like, I hope to God they don't make a fucking sequel, because this shit was fucking garbage. But either way, so besides the fact that this film is basically reject Death Note, the fact that the ghost powers are never really established, and the fact that the ghost just goes away for the stupidest things, it's fucking stupid. And then on top of that, there's no indication, because this book is basically Death Note. You just write a story instead of writing a name, and the person dies that exact same way, right? There's no indication in the book that once someone is killed by the book, you can bring them back. Are you gonna tell that to the cop that got his neck snapped? I don't think so. Really, the film was fucking stupid. But either way, so with that, guys, when it's one video to close. Don't forget to like this video, don't share this with one of your friends, don't forget to subscribe to Uncle Stories for more vlog type shit like this, and yeah, so with that, guys, I bring this one video to close. I'm KillZomZone, and I'm out for now. Peace.